Here's a day in the life of a retired guy. One of the things I enjoy most about being retired is slow rolling the mornings, because my whole working career was about, alarm going off at 4:15, racing out of the bed, going to exercise, getting to work. Working in factories ran 7 days a week, 3 shifts. So yeah, this is real nice. So get up at my leisure, do some spiritual readings, 1 cup of tea. It's about 10 o'clock already, haven't eaten anything. So I am heading to the county rec center for a swim. And my wife just went off to her Pilates class. So yeah, this is I guess what you work for. Enjoying the fruits of your labor. So yeah, we're gonna ride to the pool today. So yeah, this week it's Thursday. We were out of town last weekend. Every time I travel, it seems like I come back with some kind of cold or bug. It's April allergy season. Came back on Sunday, wasn't feeling the greatest. But yeah, Monday, pouring down rain. We didn't do a heck of a lot. I went to the post office to get our mail. It was held. Went out to breakfast. Unpacked from the trip. And then Tuesday, I did swim. Went to the pool and swam. And yesterday, was out on my yoga mat for an hour and a half. That felt really good. It's my reward when I get home. Be able to have a coffee, and I won't have an appetite for a little bit after I cool down from the swim. So yeah, this is one of those kind of great days in retirement. When you get to do the things you love. So yeah, I think I'll put the camera on the helmet for the ride to the gym. Just keep going over what I'm doing today. So that'll be the next thing. Get on the bike and heading to the gym. So it's maybe 60 degrees right now. A little chilly, but yeah, I got a little extra layer on for the ride. It's only about a 5-mile ride to the pool. Yeah, good day, good temperature for a ride. I got my wireless mic in the helmet. Yeah, shaped up to be a good week. So yeah, good week, getting some exercise in. It's Lent, so I try to
not spend a lot of money during Lent. That's one of the things I do. So, you know, the thought being any money you save, kind of you put it towards almsgiving. So, you know, I got a couple projects that I've started. I'm redoing some closets, but I don't want to spend any money going buying lumber. So if I don't have the material with me or on hand, then I'm not going out and buying anything. So yeah, this is what I would consider one of the opportune days in retirement. You know, just kind of get up slow, you know, spend the morning kind of hanging out with my wife. She heads off to her exercise, I'm heading off to the pool, and riding the bike is just an extra, is the icing on the cake for a day like this. So yeah, this is me in my happy zone. So but I am enjoying this cool weather, especially on the motorcycle. So I'll try not to get too racy today. Don't want to get a ticket. That'll put a little damper on my day. So yeah, part of retirement, or part of getting old, is, you know, medical things. So my wife's having her knee replaced next month. So that'll be a little bump in the road for us. She's a little concerned about me as a caregiver. She's got some buddies lined up from her Pilates class to come over and help her out if I fail at my caregiving duties, which is kind of funny. But yeah, we'll be good. And I had my hip replaced 2 years ago. So I'm just now getting back. After it really took me 2 years on the hip, longer than I thought, to feel comfortable back stretching on the yoga mat. And I really didn't. It's not so much the implant. I think more than the muscles and tendons and everything. I guess, you know, getting retaught the new setup in your hip. But yeah, I feel a lot better. It like I said, 2 years, things are starting to feel normal to where I can, you know, do a pretty good yoga practice. Swimming feels good. I used to get numbness around the hip, but a lot of difference in how your muscles and skeleton and, you know, all this stuff deals with the new position of everything. So the pollen doesn't seem as bad today. I went for a ride a week ago, 10 days ago, and my God, I was miserable. After about half an hour, I couldn't see because my eyes were watering so bad. But yeah, today doesn't seem bad at all. Motorcycle parking. Look at that. They have a motorcycle slot at the county rec center, which is really cool. I'm the only one that, well, yeah, I'm pretty much the only one I ever see it. There's a guy in a 3-wheel electric thing that he parks here sometimes, but usually it's wide open for me, which is pretty cool. So yeah, gonna get a swim in, then head to the house.
and see where the afternoon goes. I got a couple things I can do. I got to get my irrigation system going again, so I'm gonna mess around with that this afternoon. It's a good day to work outside in this cooler weather, so yeah, into the pool. All right, done with the swim. Not too crowded. Had a lane to myself. Now I'm a little overheated, although it is barely 60 degrees. But I'll cool down quick once I get going. Yeah, one of the things I really surprisingly found I appreciate about being retired is just hanging out at home. That's been a real nice change of pace since I've retired. You know, when I was working, you're working 10, 12 hours a day, sometimes 6 days a week, and you don't really get a chance to kind of hang out at home a lot.
You know, there's a lot of travel to visit dear friends and family that in most cases are having health issues, and you know, you want to spend time with them while you still can. So yeah, so being home is just a real nice. I really find it priceless just to kind of day like today, waking up at home, taking my time, getting going, nothing on the calendar, doing what I love to do. So yeah, I just love hanging out with my wife and her dog, and yeah, I just love the slow pace of retirement, and I like doing things at a slower pace. And you know, my first priority is the exercise. Really enjoy the exercise, and today will be, you know, today's a perfect day. Moseyed to the pool, did my thing. Weather's great on the motorcycle. Then I'll sit down, enjoy a cup of coffee, mess around on my phone, checking the news, checking all the other kind of fun to do with a cup of coffee. And then my wife should be home from Pilates. I'll probably fry a couple eggs up, a couple pieces of steak already cooked in the fridge. And then the afternoon, who knows? I'm not going to do anything, no more projects. But I'm reading sci-fi books right now. I'm not really a sci-fi guy, but I read The Martian. I'm reading Artemis now. So maybe I'll, you know, who knows, sit down and get into my book. Artemis is a pretty easy read. Pretty fast read. But yeah, retirement for me has not been that complicated. You know, you see a lot of these videos, people, you know, talking heads rambling on about, you know, crazy philosophies. It's, you know, I'm a pretty simple guy. I'm kind of like a dog. Give me something to eat, I'm good to go, man. So I don't even know what time it is. Probably pushing noon. I guess I can't, much as I'm trying, can't do a video where I'm riding a motorcycle, I'm not talking about a motorcycle. What the heck? That'd be dumb. But yeah, the bike is doing good. I changed the coolant and oil on it a couple weeks ago, and running like a top. 2000 Kawasaki GRX 1100.
stop looking at other motorcycles. I just finally decided, you know, what the heck, this is it. I mess around looking at other bikes. So yeah, back at the house, going in for a cup of coffee and see how the day unfolds. Peace out.